welcome back to Soft Flow with Sam. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice this week. For today's class, we have a 40-minute Vinyasa peak pose inspired by birds of paradise. If you like to practice with music, pause the video here and go down to the description box. I have a Spotify link that you can play in another browser along with our class. For this practice, I would recommend having 2 blocks and a strap. You can use a yoga strap, a belt, or even a towel, and meet me on your mat. Go ahead and find your way to a comfortable resting shape. Lying on your back, taking a moment to settle without needing to arrange yourself perfectly. Allow your eyes to soften or close if you feel comfortable in your space. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it go with an open mouth exhale. Again, inhale deeply and exhale fully. One more large sip of air. And exhale and release. Allow your breath to be smooth and natural. Notice the feeling of the ground beneath you, the support beneath your body. Nothing to force, nothing to perform, simply arriving. And as you settle here, simply notice what's present today. Maybe the body feels energized, maybe tired, or maybe you're distracted, restless, sore, calm, or resistant. Whatever is here, see if you can notice it without immediately trying to change that feeling. In yogic philosophy, there's a concept called devesha. Devesha is often translated as aversions, our tendency to move away from discomfort. The mind naturally reaches towards what feels pleasant and pulls away from what feels difficult. We experience this all of the time, our bodies and our minds protecting ourselves, sometimes physically, sometimes emotionally, sometimes so automated that we don't even notice it's happening. The moment something feels uncomfortable, awkward, or vulnerable, our instinct becomes, I want to get out. And sometimes that response is wise. But sometimes discomfort is simply that. Not danger, not harm, just unfamiliarity, a sign of effort and growth. Yoga invites us to become curious enough to pause before reacting, to notice the difference between this isn't safe and this simply feels uncomfortable, because there can be wisdom in staying for one more breath, not forcing, not ignoring what the body says, but softening the urgency to escape. So today's practice, you may notice moments where discomfort arrives. Maybe it's balance or an effort or in stillness. You may notice resistance, frustration, the urge to leave a shape before you fully arrive in it. And instead of judging that reaction, simply notice, observe it, breathe with it. See what changes when you stop fighting the experience. Because yoga isn't about eliminating challenge. It's about the way we meet it. Take one more full breath in and a slow breath out. Begin to invite gentle movement back into the body, small movements through the fingers and the toes, and we'll begin our practice together. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug and ball pose, maybe rocking from side to side. Reach for your strap and loop the strap through the sole of your right foot. Your left foot can go long, starting with a gentle hamstring stretch, pulling your toes down towards your face. As you inhale, give that one more pull. And then exhale, let your leg fall open to the right, keeping tension on the strap, flexing the foot, leg is engaged, opening through the hip. Inhale, bring the leg back through center. And exhale, deep bend in the knee. Pull the knee past your rib cage, using that strap to assist it down into a half happy baby. Gently remove the strap, draw the knee into your chest, half twin pose. Interlace your fingers around your shin, pull the knee up and in. Take an inhale. Exhale, the left hand guides your knee across your body, supine twist. Keep the shoulders grounded, cactus through the right arm, gaze up at the ceiling. Inhale, roll back to center. Knee stays in towards your chest. You can relace your fingers. Start to lift the left leg up towards the sky, flexing the foot for reclined piston. Using the strength in your core, start to rock and roll the length of your spine. Take a few rounds, and when you feel centered, ground yourself into a piston boat. Landing at the top, left leg's extended, right knee still pulled into the chest, long spine. Engage the belly button to your core. Big breath in. Exhale, lower the legs down and open the right knee into a seated tree. Reach both arms up towards the sky and exhale, fold over your left leg. Keeping the spine long, crown of the head points down towards the left toes. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, rock back into your boat hold. Any variation here, toes can stay touching to the ground, same with the hands, or maybe everything's lifted. Big breath in. As you exhale, slow and with control, lower all the way down to the mat. Both knees pull in, big squeeze, ball pose. And grabbing for the strap again, loop it around the left foot this time. Right leg goes long as you find your hamstring stretch. Take an inhale deep in the stretch, just a fraction more. And then exhale, let the left leg fall open. Feel those inner hip flexors working, keeping the hips and the shoulders grounded. Use that strength of the inner thigh, draw the leg back up. And then exhale, half happy baby, bend the knee, bend the elbow, pull the left foot down. Release the strap, pull your left knee into your chest for your half wind pose. Big squeeze, hug that left thigh into your belly. Big inhale. Right hand guides the knee across, supine twist. Float that left arm to a cactus to keep the shoulders grounded, rolling weight into the right hip. Inhale back through center. Interlace the fingers, lift through the right leg. Start to brace the core as you rock and roll. Find the length of your spine and land in your piston boat. Squeezing that left thigh in, right leg extended long like you're kicking through the heel. Inhale, lower the legs down, open the knee, reach up towards the sky, and fold over the right leg. Inhale, take your lift, rock back into those sits bones and other options for your boat hold. You can extend the legs long, maybe this time you try reaching those toes up. Embracing the wobbles, feeling the strength in your legs, the bracing of your core. Exhale, lower the legs down, come into a comfortable seat. You can cross through the legs, or if you're looking for more opening action in the hips, you can find fire log pose. Stacking the shins. Right knee is on top of the left ankle. Pressing that right hip down to keep it grounded. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over, side body stretch. Inhale up through center, reach towards the sky. Exhale, the left hand down, right arm up and over. Inhale up through center. Exhale, open your arms into a T. Start with the palms facing forward. Big inhale, pull the shoulder blades together, open the arms wide. Exhale, hug through the center, give yourself a big squeeze. Moving with the breath, inhale, open. Exhale and hug. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, T through the arms. Flip the right palm so the thumb is face down. Palms are facing the opposite way. Keep the shoulders stable as you inhale, flip the palms. Rotate, flip the palms. Take a few more rounds, really activating through the fingertips. Feel energy in the palms, the rotating of your shoulders. And when you're ready, start to add in your cow face arms. The palm that's facing forward is gonna go up and over. The palm that's facing back is gonna go down and up. As you inhale, open, flip the palms. Exhale, take it the other way. Nice and slow, controlled movements here, really feeling that exaggeration in the shoulders. Take a few rounds at your own pace. Finish up one more round, even on both sides. And on your inhale, come back through center, T through the arms, flip both palms forward. And then shift your weight back and change the cross in your legs, either back into your cross-legged seat or the opposite fire log pose. As you inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale the left hand down, side body stretch, pressing into that right hip, keep it grounded. Inhale through center. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms open wide to a T. Palms are facing forward here. We're gonna come back into those hug breaths, but finding the opposite cross in your arms. So that left arm is likely gonna pass underneath. As you inhale, open. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Inhale, open. Make this nice and big. Open the chest. Exhale, think about rounding the spine as you pull in. Big inhale breath. Exhale out. Inhale, lift, open. One more round for those dancing arms. Start with the flip of the palms. One thumb goes down, one thumb faces up. Rotate through the shoulders. Take a few rounds. And then when you're ready, add in the cow face arms. Just a few rounds of breath here. We're not looking for a bind in this pose. We're just working on that mobility of the shoulders, keeping the chest nice and open, the spine tall. One more round, each side. Inhale, come back through center. Flip both palms forward, reach up. And exhale, release the hands to your sides. Making our way to a tabletop. Uncross the legs, send them around. Center of your mat. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips over knees. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. As you inhale, press into the left knee. Lift the right leg towards the side of your space. The inner part of your leg is pointing down, the foot is flexed. This is your fire hydrant pose. Take a breath here. Feel that engagement in the glute. On your exhale, the right knee crosses behind the left. Push through the heels of your hands. Draw the hips back for rooted child's pose. With the breath, inhale, draw forward. Right knee lifts to fire hydrant. Flex the foot. Exhale, cross and push back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, cross and push back. Hold here in that rooted child's for a breath. Feel the expansion through the glutes. Inhale, shift forward. Still in our cross-legged tabletop. Make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under, keeping the legs crossed. Lift the knees, cross-legged bear hover. Pulling that belly button up and in, firing up the core, squeezing the thighs. Gently release the knees down, uncross, back into your tabletop. The left leg lifts, fire hydrant. On your exhale, cross it back. Shift the hips, rooted child's. Focusing on mobility in the hip as you inhale, shift forward. Draw the left knee out and around. Exhale it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back and hold. Really pressing those glutes to the back of your space. Inhale, shift forward. Hands are stable underneath the shoulders, curls the toes under. Keep the crossed legs, lift the knees, bear hover. Soften the knees down, uncross, tabletop. Take a moment here, reset yourself to center of the mat, maybe taking some shifts in different directions. On your inhale, come back into stillness. Curl the toes under and exhale the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out your feet here, shifting your hips from side to side. Inhale, sink your heels closer to the earth. Draw the hips up and back. Big exhale out, release the air from your belly. Inhale, sweep the right leg towards the sky. Flexing through the foot, lift with the heel. Exhale, right knee comes in towards the right elbow. Step outside of your right hand. Soften the back knee down, release the back toes, lizard's pose. Option to find your blocks here underneath your hands for a lifted lizard. Pressing through those palms, shine your heart between your biceps, gaze forward. Dropping the left hip down towards the mat. If you'd like a little more opening in your hip, right hand can come onto the right thigh. Gently press the right knee open. Draw that right knee back in. Hands come down to the mat or to the blocks. As you exhale, shift the weight towards your left foot. Right leg lengthens as you flex the right toes, half splits. Inhale, shift back forward. Finding a 90-degree bend in that front knee. The right heel stays planted. Turn the right toes out slightly. Left toes curl under as you pop up that back knee. The left foot's going to step outside of the left hand. And as you exhale, sink down into a malasana. You have blocks here. You can slide them right under the hips for a little more support. Float those hands to heart center. Take a big breath in. Press the hips open with the elbows. On your inhale, press heavy through the feet. Rise up into a star pose, facing the front edge of your mat. Open the arms and legs wide. With the breath, exhale, sink down into your malasana. Maybe you find that seat. Inhale, press up. Exhale, sink low. Big inhale, open. And exhales your release. Beautiful, plant the hands. Step the feet back for downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Step outside of the left hand. Back knee softens down. Make your way into your version of lizard's pose. Use those blocks. Press through the palms. Shine the heart forward. Gaze front. Option to open the hip. Left hand to the thigh. Slide that left knee open. Pressing the right hip down towards the earth. Draw back through center. Ground the left hand. Exhale, hips shift back, half splits. Flexing those left toes. Feel like you're energetically pulling with that left heel. Really fire up the leg. Inhale, shift forward. Left heel stays grounded, toes point out. Hands to the mat or to the blocks as you curl the right toes under, lift the back leg. Step up to your malasana. Another great place for those blocks. Slide them underneath the hips, draw hands to heart center. We're gonna stay in our malasana for a few rounds of breath, finding a bind. Right hand down towards the right foot, left hand reaches up. Bloom open, a big diagonal through the arms. On your exhale, the left hand wraps behind your low back, reaching around for that right hip crease. Send your gaze up and over your left shoulder. Keep pressing the right knee open, active with that right elbow. Inhale, re-extend the left arm up. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center, take a breath. Send the left hand down, right arm up, open to the other side. Right hand wraps behind the back. Find your half bind. Pull that right shoulder back in space. Inhale, re-extend the right arm. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Bring the hands down towards the mat. Lift the hips, turn the toes forward. Wide leg forward fold to the top of the mat. Start to heel toe those feet together. If your blocks are there, slide them to the top corners of the mat. Finding our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root down to rise. Reach up towards the sky, lengthen. At the top, steeple grip. Pointer finger reaches up, the rest of your fingers wrap. As you exhale, start to arch backwards. Push the hips forward. Reach the fingertips towards the back of your space. Big breath in. Exhale, swan dive, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step or hop back for your high plank. Shift your weight forward, hug the elbows in as you lower half or all the way down. Flip the toes, press through the hands, lift the heart. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee comes into your chest. Land the foot between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge, sweep the arms up. Squaring your hips to the front of your space, spiking through the ball of your back foot. Right knee is tracking over the right ankle. Inhale, spin down your back heel. Square the hips towards the side of the mat and open your arms into warrior two. Gaze is over the right fingertips. Take a big inhale. Exhale, switch out the change in your legs. Left knee bends, right leg long. Hands come to heart center. Sink to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Option to bring your hands down to the earth here at any point or keep them at heart center. Roll the shoulders back. Another little hip transition here. Right hand's gonna come down. Pivot to the ball of your right foot. Dragonfly twist to the back of the mat. Closing off those hips. Scissor the legs together. Big breath in, reach with the left hand. Exhale, the left hand comes down. Pivot back to open the hips, Skandasana. From here, open the arms into a T. If you have that support, engage the core. Inhale, travel to the top, warrior two. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, reach the right hand forward. Exhale, right arm comes to your thigh. Left arm sweeps overhead. Supported side angle. If you're ready to find that bind right away, the left hand can come behind the low back. Maybe that right arm reaches down towards the mat. Take a breath here. Play with the binds. Play with the expansion of the pose. If you're working towards a bind, be sure that that top shoulder is staying pulled back. We don't want to sacrifice the pose to be able to find the bind. One more inhale here. Gently release the bind if you have it. And exhale, hands come to the top of the mat. Spin onto the ball of your back foot. The right foot steps back for a vinyasa. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to the chest, step through. Inhale's your high crescent lunge. Settle in on the exhale. Spin down the back heel, open the arms wide. Warrior two, gaze to the front of your space. Long breath in. Exhale, shift to the back, Skandasana. Gently lower down. We're taking that pivot to the back of the mat again. Left hand comes down. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Toes point towards the back edge. Right hand reaches up. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, the right hand comes down. Spin down onto the heel. Open the hips, Skandasana. Send the arms wide. Gaze to the front of the mat. Travel to the top, warrior two. Pressing through the knife edge of that back foot. Reach the arms long. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, left arm to the thigh, right arm up and over. We have a few rounds of breath to play with our binds again. If you're using that strap for your practice, one of the options for your bind is to use that strap. Reach the right arm behind your low back and the left arm under. Grabbing for that strap to help you make the connection. Keep the right shoulder pulled back. Remember, we're maintaining the integrity of the pose, working towards that bind. Take one more round of breath. Play with that openness in the shoulders, the deepness in the front of your left leg. Big inhale as you reach the right hand up. And exhale, the hands come down, ball of the back foot. Step the left foot back. Vinyasa, exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Curl the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step through. Breath in, high crescent lunge. From here, spin down the back heel, lengthen the front leg, and then exhale, reach the arms forward as you melt into a pyramid pose. Bringing the hands down to the earth or using those blocks to bring the earth up to you. Melting the heart forward over the right leg, gazing down at the right toes. Now, if you're not using the blocks, I would recommend grabbing them here, bring them to the tallest height, shifting the weight forward into the right foot. Blocks come towards the top edge. Float the left leg behind you. Finding a warrior three prep. We're gonna open that left leg out towards the side, and then inhale, send it back. Think about that motion of the hip. The toes are pointed down, and then it's slightly opening to point the toes forward. Send it back. Let's do one more. And send it back. Lower the left foot down. Both legs are still long. Find that pyramid pose again. Relax the back leg, lengthen the front leg. On your inhale, shift back forward. Lift the left leg behind you. Warrior three prep. And then exhale, start to draw the left knee in towards the chest as you slowly rise into your Akapada Tadasana. That block is there. You can set those toes down, find your balance, and when you're ready, lift the knee. From here, we're gonna play with those standing binds. The right arm's gonna wrap behind the low back. The left arm's gonna come down inside of the left knee. Use that left arm to push the left knee open. Press the hip open, reaching the right hand to the left hip crease. One more breath for this balance. Inhale, release the left leg down. Reach both arms up, lengthen. And exhale to fold. Step the feet back, downward facing dog. Straight into the other side, left leg lifts. Knee into the chest, step through. Breath in as you rise, high crescent lunge. The heel spins down. As you inhale, lift the length in the front leg. Exhale, reach forward and fold. Hands to the mat or to the blocks for your pyramid pose. If you're not using your blocks for the pyramid, keeping them at the tallest height towards the top of the mat. Inhale, start to shift forward. Hands come onto the tall blocks. Right leg lifts. Flex the toes down, warrior three prep. Think of that long line of energy from the crown of your head to the sole of the right foot. As you inhale, start to rotate the hip. Kick the right foot out towards the side of the room, toes point forward. Exhale, send it back. 2 more times. Really working on that strength and mobility in the hips. And send it back. Right foot lowers down, back into your pyramid pose. Take a breath. Shift your weight forward, warrior three prep. Right knee pulls in towards the chest. Slowly start to rise. Ekapada Tadasana. One-legged mountain. Use that block for support. Find the balance. The left arm is going to wrap behind. Right arm comes down to the inside of the right knee. Press the knee open. Keep the gaze fixed forward. Inhale, gently release the right foot down. Lift both arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, let's take a halfway lift here. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step through, high crescent lunge. Straight into your warrior two, spin the heel down, open. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Feel that length on the right side of your body. On your exhale, right arm comes to the thigh, left arm up and over. We have a few options here. You can take a full bind if that is in your practice. You can use your strap, or you can work on an unassisted half bind. It's going to be the left arm behind your low back and the right arm pressing down into the knee, just like we did in our one-legged mountain. Take any version of that bind. I'm going to use my strap because I cannot bind. Keep the shoulder pulled back. Shift your weight into the right foot. Step your left foot up to meet it. Keeping that bind. As you inhale, start to lift the chest and the right toes come up off of the mat. Scoop the hips under as you lift. That block is there if you need a little stepping stone. And lift. Now you can stay right here with that knee bent. Pull the shoulders back, standing tall on the left leg. Or if you'd like to try extending the right leg long. Any amount. Really bracing through the core, keeping the hips underneath you. Now, if this is a pose that you're playing with, feel free to pause the video here and continue to play for a few extra rounds of breath. And if you're with me, gently lower the right foot down, coming back the way we came in. Once the right foot is grounded, the left foot steps back and release your binds. Taking a breath, come back into your side angle pose. Both hands come to the top of the mat. The left foot steps up, forward fold. Let's take a little ragdoll here in between sides. Heel toe out the feet. Grab for opposite elbows. Gently rock from side to side. Gently release the hands down. Heel toe the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step through. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, come down into your side angle. This time I'm going to show you the option with the unassisted half bind. That right arm's going to come behind the low back. That left arm's going to stay long inside of the left knee.
Shift your weight into the left foot, the right foot steps up. You can grab onto the ankle here, or you can grab onto the inner thigh, or you can just keep that leg long. Feel that engagement in your core, that thigh and that hip flexor is really gonna work here as you start to lift. Again, option, kickstand on the block, and then lift up. Same shape we were in before. You've already been here. Option to try and extend that leg. Maybe you catch the underside of your thigh or your calf. Once again, option if you'd like to pause the video, continue to play with this pose. If you're with me, gently lower the left foot back down, nice and controlled. Once it's grounded, the right foot steps back into your side angle. Bring the right hand down, square the hips, step the right foot up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back, straight down onto the knees, tabletop. Keep the hips up nice and high. Start to walk the hands towards the top edge of the mat and melt the heart forward, puppy pose. Nice little expansion through the chest, pressing the hips up and back. Press through the left palm, activate that left arm. Right arm reaches out towards the side of your space. And exhale, thread the needle. A little counter stretch for all that openness we did in our shoulders with our binds. Inhale, draw the right arm back out and to the top. Stay engaged, the left arm lifts. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, draw the left arm out. Sink the hips back, melt the heart, puppy pose for a breath. Start to walk the hands back towards you. You can cross the ankles and roll back, or you can send your legs off to one side. Make your way to a seat. Extend the legs long in front of you, Dandasana for staff pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round the spine as you fold forward. Inhale, walk the hands back, lift the chest. Bend the knees, pull them in. Give yourself a big hug. And then carefully roll back into your ball pose. Give it a big squeeze. As you inhale, fill up through the belly and exhale, let the knees fall to the right for seed twist. The right hand presses gently on the tops of your knees. The left arm extends long. Inhale, draw the knees back through center. And exhale, let them fall to the left. Left hand comes down to the tops of the knees, right arm reaches out. Inhale, come back through center, give yourself a big hug. At this time, take any other closing postures you feel you need to complete your practice. And when you're ready to settle in, find your way to that comfortable resting shape for your Shavasana. Let your body be heavy and long and rest for a few breaths.
Begin to allow the breath to deepen once again. Notice the feeling of the body now compared to when you first arrived. Maybe there's softness or fatigue. Maybe there's still discomfort somewhere. And rather than needing everything to feel perfect before leaving your space, the practice is simply noticing how you met yourself through it all. Today wasn't about forcing yourself through challenge. It was about becoming aware of the moments we instinctively pull away from and practice staying for one more breath. A moment of balance, a moment of effort, a moment of uncertainty. And maybe that awareness begins to follow us off of the mat too. Take one final deep breath in and let it all go. Thank yourself for showing up exactly as you are today, and remember, discomfort is not always something to escape. Sometimes it's simply something to listen to with awareness.
You can stay resting in your Shavasana as long as you'd like, but when you're ready to re-enter the space, start by drawing your knees into your chest, gently rolling off to one side, and then slowly transitioning, making your way up to seated, facing the front of the space. Rest your hands into your lap, close off your eyes. Taking a big inhale and an audible exhale out. I invite you to float your hands to heart center, resting your thumb knuckles on your chest, feeling your hard work and your dedication. As a reminder, every day is a luxury and it is a beautiful day to be alive. The thumb knuckles travel to third eye as we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you came away learning something about yourself and finding your birds of paradise. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can find new classes uploaded every week. If you're interested in joining the Facebook group, you can find a link down below as well as for my Instagram so you can follow for more daily life content. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.